Hello everybody, my name is Atefan, and welcome to The Alters. This is a survival story game, as far as I know, that just came out today, actually, as I'm playing it, and I don't know much about it. I haven't even looked into it, but I saw it came out today, and I looked a little bit into it, and it looked interesting, so I figured, why not? I'll hop on and play it a bit. So, but yeah, I don't know much about it, other than it's survival and story-based, and I like story-based. Survival's always been a genre that I struggle with a little bit because I feel like sometimes you're just going and doing and farming and really like grinding, and that doesn't always vibe with me, but you know, maybe with doing it with YouTube too, that'll help. So I'm just excited to get into this. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's see, difficulty, economy standard. Face a moderate survival and economic challenge. Recommended for players with less experience in management games. Face tougher economic challenges, more focused on strategy and survival. More experienced players or subsequent playthroughs. I think that'll be a subsequent playthroughs thing, because as much as I've played games with management type aspects before, I don't know the system in this game, and I'm sure I can change it later if I feel like it's too easy. So I'll just leave it on moderate standard difficulty for now. And yeah, let's get started. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the islands. Thomas Transtromer, the Blue House. Hi.
How did I end up here?
Can't tell you that one.
My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
I understand that sentiment. And I'm not hurtling through space, so... But I get that, dude. I really do. I feel you. Don't feel that, though. Oh, is that just water? Honestly, looked very tumorish at first. Looks more oily, honestly. Oh, here I am.
That was a tough landing. Volsky here. Do you read me? Anyone?
Anybody there?
Nothing.
Well, I am alone. That does
Need to
track.
figure out what happened.
Indeed. That cannot be water, right? That looks very oily. Also very cool looking. The aesthetic of this is really neat. Like, it does feel both familiar and very alien. I appreciate that. I really do. I have to say, like, as I've gotten older, I've definitely hit a lot more of a place where, like, the graphics and the atmosphere of stuff really, like, hits me, and I respect the effort that goes into creating this environment.
Flare for my capsule. I should look out for those.
Yeah. But, like, I definitely appreciate the work that goes into creating, like, an environment like this and having it have the effect that you want it to have. I mean, it takes great care to really do that well.
You read me?
Is that a parachute? Is that my parachute? Jan Dolsky.
But I think my capsule went astray.
I think the parachute's over there.
Maybe the radio. was broken.
Or you're alone. My guess is you're hopelessly alone. Seeing as it's a survival game. Tends to be the premise of games like this. Is you are hopelessly alone. On an island. Or not on an island, on an alien world. Might be an island on an alien world, I don't know, but... Is that more parachute? How many parachutes did I need? Also, why am I here? Like, obviously I'm sure we'll get more understanding of the premise as we go, but like, am I supposed to be here or did I crash land?
No, it's the captain. Shit.
Are you dead?
Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
Well, if she is dead, then yeah, there's not much you can do. See, are we supposed to be here? Or did we, like... Whoa. Where's the camera going? Did we, like, crash land?
What happened? She didn't crash. The capsule's intact. It looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
I don't either, dude. But I don't really know what's happening. So, I feel like you should understand it more than I do. But yeah, I mean, she definitely died inside of it. And the pod didn't look very damaged, so... I don't know, maybe something happened in atmosphere. Hurtling down.
Mobile base. There it is.
That's a ring.
Olsky here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. I'm try and get down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna... So there's lots of parachutes around. There's one there, there's one out there.
Closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
So I'm guessing we are supposed to be here, since that doesn't just spawn out of nothing. Big ring in the world. That is a chasm and a half. Okay. Don't fall. Understood. So yeah, it really just looks very oily. Which, I mean, it might be. But if so, that's kind of neat. It's a very neat aesthetic, for sure. The, like, oil spilly type rainbow pattern. Very neat.
The capsules. Wait. What?
What are we confused about?
No. That's impossible.
They all dead?
They can't all be.
Dead. It's just you, dude.
Why?
Atmosphere?
Makes no sense.
Storytelling? It makes perfect sense. If you weren't alone, it wouldn't be so horrifying and hard and scary.
Radiation wave? Now?
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Run, dude! Don't become a mutating monster. I need you. Otherwise, I don't have a playable character, and that would be bad. Hi. What is this?
The elevator. Quick.
What elevator? Oh, it's... interesting.
Come on. Come on.
Open sesame!
Oh, that was close.
We've reached the base. Day 1. Oh, hey, it's me.
Hello?
Hello? Airlock unavailable. You should contact Earth before you exit the base.
Anybody here?
I didn't know that. Storage list. Got 30 metals, 100 organics, 5 radiation filters, 20 mush. That sounds delectable, and 2 raw food.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
Yeah, well,
I need to find the comms room and get help.
does this take... I can go... Oh, is that like an elevator? Command center. Base navigation. Allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. Nope. Base building. So this is where we get into like the more management side. So where am I? We've got the command center. Comms room is up, so I need to go up. Machinery, captain's cabin. Am I the captain? And then we got 3 storages down here. Can I actually get into those, though? Oh, there's an elevator here. Interesting. Okay. Open the build menu to see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Possible placement points are marked by lights. So I need to go up, which means I'm going to go down first. Captain's log. Tutorials. Base building. Yes. Captain's cabin. Okay, so this is where I sleep. So I guess I am the captain. Machinery? What does machinery do? Radiation barrier. Filters and storage. So that gives me filter time. Gotcha. Okay, up I go. Communication room. Well, that's where I'm supposed to go. So, quantum computer. Because this sounds nice. And has nothing for me to interact with. So what do you do? Whatever. Hi. Establish a connection with Earth. Hello? Anybody home? Oh, am I supposed to push the button?
Hello, can anyone hear me?
That's what you want to hear.
Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I'm not the captain, but I guess I am now the captain since I'm the only one. So, new captain.
Great. This is the new captain of the mission speaking, Jan Dolsky. Corporate ID 4672B. I'm afraid the former captain is gone, together with the rest of the crew. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to survive.
What danger?
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me! What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Present instructions and logs.
Lethal proximity? That doesn't sound good.
Oh, no, don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity? Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Please, Brigadier before star approaching. This battle, you must escape. Proximity dawn in days.
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Sunrise.
That's good.
Sunrise. Perfect.
That was informative.
Find those captain's logs.
Back to the captain's cabin. Database. Evacuation procedure. Welcome to the evacuation functionality manual. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. Is that why it's a ring? The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, and securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. Well, that's nice. Triple star systems. According to the recent Allied Corp research, and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering rapidium. I clicked the wrong button. Where did I go? I'm back. Sorry, I'm clicking buttons that I don't mean to. Sorry. According to the recent Allied Corp research data, and based on the data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering rapidium in the Allied Corp classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and rupidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rupidium, as a highly unstable element, and itself emitting significant amounts of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. Allied Corps employees should be aware that, thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years, we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by the Quantum Navigation System on course for a triple star system, should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Allied Corps exploration vessel. This should, by all means, result in a notable increase of successful rupidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Allied Corps and humanity alike. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of rupidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. That's comforting. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Allied Corps has equipped its vessels in the cutting-edge CEBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract rupidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple-star system, please consult the CEBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. I believe I already did that. The above information is the sole property of Allied Corps and is highly confidential. We kindly remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Well, I don't know how you're going to prosecute me when I'm on a completely different planet that's trying to kill me, but go for it, I guess. The Quantum Navigation System is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Allied Corps to optimize the efficiency of space mining operations. How does it work? While the crew remains in cryosleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rupidium in a nearby system and eliminate non-efficient exploration. When the expectation of finding rupidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. Well, apparently it didn't do a good job, because everyone's dead but me. But okay. A notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. The above information is the sole property, highly confidential. You're going to prosecute me, I get it. Manufacturing necessary equipment. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Allied Corps polygonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside other necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Workshop? This is not workshop. Follow the instructions. Gather 60 metals outside. I'm forgetting how to use this. Airlock. Radiation levels at night are deadly. Exiting the base is currently not permitted. Okay, time to sleep then. Day 1 complete! I'm going to die, is what I've been told. Seems like a good use of my day, learning the inevitability of my demise. Day 2. Sunrise in 8 days. So in 8 days, I need to be good to go? Energy. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take much longer. Okay. That's good. So I need to gather 60 metals outside. So I'm outside. Shallow deposits. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact. This is just a parachute. Is running gonna burn my stamina? I hope not. Press tab to open the map. Okay, so I have a little map that'll show me. Is this the red dust?
Rock. Might be a source of metals.
Something's telling me yes. Metals. Ah, I'm jackhammering it. Well, I gathered 60 metals, but I'm going to grab more. because I'm already out here. And I'll make sure there's not more on the other side of this. Because again, I am already here. So I might as well grab as much as I can. I think. That would be my assumption. I'm sure I'll get back and find that I don't have the storage and that I'm screwed because of that, but hopefully not. Okay, so now I can come back to my circular house. And now I go over here for base building. So I can build a workshop. Guess I'll build it on the other side of this. Okay, you can move it easily, it looks like, which is good. Workshop. Okay, craft a scanner. Workshop Q. Scanner. That's why I needed 60. Are you actually doing? So crafted item. First schedule in the workshop. Q. You can then work. Oh. Gotcha. It doesn't just do for me. Okay, find an organics deposit in the area. That means I need to leave. Okay, so how do I scan her? Okay, energy bar, crafting items, yeah, exploration, shallow deposits. But how do I... First step to scanning a deposit is find the deposit area. An organics deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. So, if I don't see any blue smoke... hey, blue smoke. I was gonna say, I realized that I saw blue smoke earlier. Yeah, I see organics. Oh, so is that the scanner? Does it just kind of auto do and it'll show it to me?
I don't have a climbing hook.
I don't have a climbing hook.
I'll have to find another way.
So that's unfortunate. Climbing hook can be crafted in the workbench or workshop. Can I actually do that now? Will like the blueprint actually be there or no? This.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that sentiment. What? Where am I?
SB. Rapidium?
Rapidium feels like it's dangerous to be near.
I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make sure.
I feel like this is going to kill me.
I need to collect a sample.
Yay, I got Rapidium. I'm assuming it's very useful.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all.
Is this organics? Yes, I think so.
Where it was sending us. Except... I survived.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the problem. Whether or not it sent you to the right place or not, it did kind of kill everyone in the process.
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
Scanning. The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can uncover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scanned ground and try to pinpoint the place with the most intense red coloring. That's the deepest point of the deposit. Q and select the scanner. So if I go like there and there and there. So I'm looking for more like this area. So like over here-ish. Okay. I have scanned the area to define my deposit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Select build, and then a mining outpost. Place the mining outpost on the deposit. Oh, okay. Connect the outpost with the base. Okay, pylons. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see the possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with the base. Select build, and then select pylon. Can I pylon? No, I might have to get down there. Yeah, okay.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
Is it connected to my base? No. I set up my first outpost. You have connected a mining outpost to the base. From now on, you can use fast travel to move quickly between the base and the mining outpost. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay. So, how do I then... Not that. How do I then, like, know if it's working? I can fast travel here now. Am I getting more organics? Or not? Okay, well, let me go up, because I'm supposed to report my findings about rubidium.
Hello?
Hi!
Anyone copy?
Good sounds.
I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rubidium.
Glad you're so excited.
You hear me? I think I found rubidium.
You sure about it?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Am I sure? I don't know. Everyone is dead. The sun's coming. There's radiation everywhere. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Test it.
How?
Test the rubidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
The womb.
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Sample of DNA provided.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, that's good.
The womb, huh?
The womb, huh?
DNA sample, huh? I guess it makes sense.
Okay. Moving and removing modules. You can change the position of modules whenever you like. Simply hover over the module and press click to move to the desired spot. You can also swap the module with another one. You can permanently remove modules by pressing right-click. Note that some modules can't be removed. So you're saying I could move this down here, and then I could build the womb over here. I see. See, and then you can also expand your base, but I need more stuff for that.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Usually a person, but, you know.
Here goes. DNA sample. Rubidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, it probably wasn't. It's a sheep!
Oh. Oh, of course. What else?
Hi! I have acquired a sheep.
Oh. You need a name. think I'm gonna call you Molly.
Hi, Molly. Can I pet Molly?
Hello, Molly. Oh, you don't bite, do you?
I can't. I got a pet sheep. That's fun. It was a great idea. I love pet sheep. Okay, now let me go and up. I need to up. Right, shift first and then direction. Hello, I made a sheep.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep.
Right, of course.
Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. You really found what did this.
I did. Can you help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger with short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Okay, now how do I... let me see if I... Down one more. I want to see if there's something on, like... pylons... I'm just trying to figure out, like, organics. I just want to know if I'm actually gathering stuff right now or not. Let me go to the workshop and see if I can't make the climbing hook. Because that seems like something that would be good to have. I need 60 metals and 120 organics? Yes. I do not have those things. Tiredness versus exhaustion. You ran out of energy and became tired. In this state, physical work takes much longer. If you stay up until very late, you'll become exhausted. I'll take that as my cue to go to bed, I guess. Because I'd like to have as much time tomorrow as I can, I think. I hope. Day 3. Sunrise in 7 days. Okay. Let me fast travel to the outpost. And are you collecting stuff? Oh, I'm collecting. I'm working it. Understood. Okay. Awesome. Build a kitchen. That does sound important. I could have fast traveled. I should have fast traveled. Though I'd like to find a little more metal. Because I'd like to build that climbing hook, because it seems like it'll be important going forward.
That looks like our ship's cargo drop.
Suitcases? The History of the Universe by Chris and Jack. Millennia after the fall of humankind, a father tells his son the history of the universe. I don't think the book is going to be helpful.
Personal items, including my stuff.
Oh, a movie. Multi-tool. My multi-tool, a convenient set. One of the few things everyone should always have in their pocket. I used it countless times to open bottles, fix things, and, well, open more bottles. It was a birthday present from my mom for my 18th birthday. Of course, she pretended it was Father's idea, but I knew better. Self-made mug, a very imperfect mug I made in a free community center workshop. The instructor encouraged me to highlight the imperfections, saying the true worth of a piece lies in its authenticity. Okay, well, I was hoping for useful things.
Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base.
Kind of hoping for some useful...
Yeah. This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
You know, items and resources and stuff.
Feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories.
I don't think good memories are the problem here.
Typical corporate
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, back inside. No, not that. I need to build a kitchen. Oh, this is a big... Okay. So if I build, like, an elevator here, then I can build the kitchen down here. That feels good. Prepare 6 mush meals. Again, does not sound appetizing. I'll be so honest. Q... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mushes. Mush. Back to the top. Go up. Start the engines in the command center. Test engine?
Whoa. What just happened?
Okay. Emergency lever. Pull it.
Listen to me now. That's sorted. Let's give it another go. What? Not again.
I don't think it's gonna work, dude. I think we need to troubleshoot instead of just continuing to push buttons.
You have got to be kidding me.
I mean, it couldn't have been that easy. We still got 7 days.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Eh. It's okay, dude. We're gonna get out of it. Hello, Mr. Unknown.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidity can save you. Check data consistent with CMQC module.
I don't have access.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy.
Oh, thanks, dude. That was easy. For how unhelpful you've been, that was surprisingly easy. Quantum computer. Accessing QC stored data. Mind records access granted. Deleting expired data.
Mind records.
Accessing available data. Mind record. Jan Dolsky.
What's going on?
Trippy is going on, but
Wait. I recognize this.
do they like probe your memory? 'Cause that's kind of freaky.
It's my life.
So yes, they did. I would never let a company do that. Are you kidding me? The need to escape. It's so hard to study for exam when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know, you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. So what am I supposed to do with this? Distant memories, a family like many others, turning a blind eye. The need to escape, at the crossroads, going away. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want, and you can still visit her. A little less often, maybe, but you can't. You will visit her. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed, the ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You screwed up. It's too late to say goodbye. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer. A PhD. It's tempting. But the salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. So what am I supposed to actually be doing with this? No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching. But you? Laid off? How could you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? Falling apart. She's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault those bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough. Why does she make such a big deal out of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. So I take it your marriage fell apart. You enter the spaceship with a tingling anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far away from here, just like you always wanted, far away from your problems. Okay. So what am I supposed to do with
How did
that?
they get it? And what for?
Information gathering? I mean, it's kind of the basis of a lot of big corporations at this point. Hi, unknown.
Okay. I checked the quantum computer. What do you want with it?
What does it do?
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
Me?
Rapidium. Cloning a sheep. Branching myself? Altering my life by messing with my own memories? I mean, whatever it is you want me to do, no. No way in hell. Give me my other options.
Imminent danger. What time remaining?
Oh my gosh, you and your remaining till sunrise.
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Nope, you definitely don't. Okay, here we go. Branching procedure authorization check. Branching MR unlocked. Branching procedure initiated. Analyzing life path.
What is it doing?
Searching for the branching point. Possible branching detected.
I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
Technician, plus 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Alterate? I assume is what I'm supposed to do. Am I just sitting here and waiting to clone to me? So now there's this entirely different life path. And I don't exactly know where. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. Progress, 100%. Waiting for the wake-up procedure. I assume I click on it? Yes. Hello, me! Other me? Number 03? Hi.
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
Anxiety and
Where am I?
insecurity? What do I do with that? Well, if you're anxious, I should get you to relax.
You're in a lab inside the SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. You... Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like... indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for?
If
So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic?
Okay.
I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you?
I'm Yan.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolsky. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Jan Dolsky as well? What kind of bullshit is this? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
Dude, you just spawned into existence like 2 seconds ago. Chill out.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
You could put it that way. I mean, it's hard to... This is where you get into, like, the interesting side of cloning of... You know, obviously you, as the original, would want to believe that you are the original and it's a copy of you, but in its mind, you are a copy of it. And it doesn't... it's such a funky thought experiment for sure, but sure, you can put it that way.
Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me.
Yep.
This version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board.
Yup.
If there was no malfunction, where would I be?
You wouldn't exist. I feel like, because obviously these things are giving, like, emotional responses, and you'd still exist.
You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least?
Theoretically?
Apparently wrong answer, but...
You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I?
You're a clone.
Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds.
I don't like this kind of pressure.
No one does.
Well, that makes two of us.
Fine. Show me the way.
Unbelievable. What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out.
Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live.
Yay!
Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Okay, dude. So now I can go into the command center. And I don't have enough organics to start the engines. But that will come in another video. So I'm going to leave this episode of The Alters here. This is fascinating. One, I think it's a neat game. Obviously, you know, it's a neat survival concept, and it's a neat space world and all that. But then it's a neat concept to add this idea of cloning, and to have, you know, these NPCs that you're kind of, you know, especially being clones, you're playing on this very thin ice because, I mean, in general, the thought experiment of cloning as it stands is just bizarre, right? Especially creating clones that have different memories than you do, right? Not having them either A, be a blank slate, or B, be like an exact, you know, mental copy of you. It's bizarre. It's a very bizarre thing, and obviously, you know, not something that would likely ever happen in the real world, but as it stands, it's an interesting concept to think about, and to understand how that would affect. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be so strange to have a clone of yourself, and to look at this, because obviously it, you know, assuming it being a full consciousness just like anyone else, would in itself believe that it is me, but I believe that I am me. And so that's like a weird concept to even think about. So I think the thought experiment that this game will provide as we get further with the cloning is going to be very interesting. So I kind of am very excited for that. But I'm going to leave this episode here. So if you find yourself coming around my channel often and you're enjoying it, please think about subscribing, because that would really help me out. And, you know, if you're enjoying it and you want to come around here more and see more videos like this, you can subscribe, and then you'd know when I'm posting, and that'd be good. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm going to stop yapping now, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!